So one of the first things that a lot of companies don't do or should do but don't do is truly value mapping activities. And so look at what we're asking people to do. Map out the flow of activities, the things that need to occur, and see where the value is being added, and where you really need people engaged, and where they're doing repetitive, mundane, routine tasks and things that potentially don't even need to be done. And so if you go through that process, which I did at one organization, I actually was finding that it was taking 10 or 15 minutes to do what seemed to me, an uninformed person, a pretty simple task. And so I sat and I literally videotaped it on my phone so that I could continue to go through this. And I left the service center appalled. What I was finding is that people were going into teams, then having to find the right teams, and then the right folder, and then the right document in the folder. And then they'd have to write something down and come back out and then go back in. And it was a horrible use of their time. And no surprise that it didn't excite them every morning to have to do that. And so I look at how could we leverage technology to simplify that. Sometimes I think what I would tell folks is, we're going to make your job harder so that you're going to be more satisfied and engaged. And what I meant by that is, we're going to take away the administrative, simple tasks that, are not exciting, truly not adding value, and they're not rewarding to you, through automation, through streamlining processes or eliminating things. And we effectively built a repository for all that information. And it was done on a micro level because we did it with low code, no code type of solutions. But it made a significant difference in the productivity, the satisfaction of the workers. Frankly, the quality of their work went up. They weren't being hollered at as much by people who were impacted by their errors. But we did that on a small level. And then there are many companies and out there who can help. And that's part of where I found, the hub mindset. And that's really what Blink brings to the table. A enterprise-wide capability for creating hubs of information. Now, folks, come on. Did you actually think we'd make it through the entire thing without at least one commercial? But in all seriousness, it is the hub mindset and mentality. And at Alar Caring, as you mentioned, we did implement Blink. We're able to simplify a lot of the need to communicate, what it took to communicate, and give tools to the frontline workers to be able to have them do things like create communities, have single sign-ons, single capabilities, and go one place for information versus, I've heard and read about in the nursing community where they have to do 5, 10 plus different systems during the course of the day. And so a hub mindset like a Blink solution really does help the organization and should be considered.